Hey guys, Ross here, and sorry if you hear a little background noise. I'm actually at a Starbucks in Viera, Florida. But I wanted to show you something here in our test account. We just got a new feature that we will continue to expand on and build on. I'm going to go into a sub account, and if you go over, you'll notice we have this new tab here called Operations. Operations is going to be a project manager. Now, in this project manager, just like on Trello, you can create tasks, subtasks, you can assign them to users, but we got some unique things in here to make your life easier as an agency. So, first off, uh, either a task or a subtask can have something called a dependency, meaning I can't get this done until this is done. This is dependent on this because a subtask or a task might be assigned to a different user. So I'm just going to give you an example here. Let's go under our test section, and I'm going to pretend that I own an electronic repair shop. I'm going to click in, actually I clicked on new project here, but let me minimize or move my move button here. Let's say that I have a project where I'm going to fix a PS5 HDMI, a PlayStation 5 HDMI port. It could also be you're writing ad copy, whatever. Actually, since you guys are agency owners, let's do this. Let's put here get onboard customer, and I'm just going to put in here a subtask get access to ad account. So it's pretty simple. But now this might be a completely different person, usually is, than the person who writes the ads and builds the ads. So let's just put here write ad copy and creative and get it approved. This here might not be dependent on anything. And then the next one we might have is launch ads. So let's just say that you had these three things. Well, this launch ads is totally dependent on these two. So I'm going to go ahead and put over here add dependency, and the dependency is going to be to get ad copy approved and onboard customer. Without these two things added done, I can't do my task. And then I'm going to assign it to myself. So now that I have this, and I'm going to put launch ads, whatever in here. So now that I have this in here, you can see it says waiting on dependency, which means that if I go look at my tasks, it's not going to show up yet because it hasn't been, it's not done. The other two things haven't been done. In order for it to show up as a task ready for me to do, I would have to get these other things done. So let's go ahead and say I'm going to mark this as the set done column. Let's say I've onboarded this customer or this person, and I've gotten access to the ad account. So this is done. And I'm actually going to assign this to my AI staff. So I'm going to go ahead and process this, send this over to an AI agent to write the ad copy and get this approved. So I'm going to put this in progress. Okay, so you can see it's still working on this here. And while that's going, I'll show you what that does. If you go over under AI staff here, you can see you can now create an AI staff. And this will continue to get expanded. You can put their skills, which AI model you want to use, their prompt, etc. And when you assign something to them, it'll go into a task queue. Now, you'll see this one got finished. So when I click on this, well, actually, I didn't give it instructions. I just put it in there so it didn't have anything to write. But on this one, you can see the instructions were to write ads for a Tampa chiropractor. And so it actually went through and it wrote 5 or 6 different versions of copy that you could then use and show this to a customer. So you can see how it went through and it created these different ad sets for it. So now this will actually also show up. If I go back to my project manager, you see it showed up AI completed. It populates right down here as well. So you can also see your stuff. Now that these have been moved into done, guess what? My dependency is no longer there for launch ads. So now your next staff member. So here's why this is cool. You've got all these things going on in your agency, and these are all able to be templateized. So let's say you have a new customer. The customer signs up. It's the same thing every time. Onboard this. You got all the things you want it to be systemized. You just launch the customer. You add the template. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, as your team members log in and they just look at their tasks, now within about 2 days, all of this will be on the agency dashboard as well. So that way they can log in without having to go into any sub accounts and just see on the agency and see, here's all of my tasks, and it'll show them which sub accounts that they're in so that they can get those things done. So you can see where we're going with this. You might think, Ross, why do you have a project manager in here? Well, A, we needed one, and so I didn't want to pay for one, but B, a data-driven project manager to be able to see where the bottlenecks are, how long it's taking for your team members to be able to do things, to be able to have logs, so that way when a customer says, hey, this is taking too long, you can say, yeah, but look, it took us 4 weeks to be able to get this thing that we requested done, to be able to have all your communications. It just makes sense. It ties right in. You can see where we're moving with this. Hopefully you guys love this feature. Let me know what you think. If you have any requests, let us know. Go play with it. If you find any bugs, please report the bugs. Thanks.